was founded, a charity that supports those who've suffered life-changing injuries. So let's listen to one man's story.
I felt that I had no real path to go down. I come from children's homes and foster homes, and I ended up in Camberwell Court more than one occasion, and the magistrate just gave me the opportunity and said, go do something with your life. Why not the armed forces? And then before I knew it, I'm in Afghanistan, and the next thing, bang. When I first got to Afghanistan, you get off the Hercules and you think, well, this ain't too bad, because you're safe, you're in Camp Bastion. And then the next morning, when the sun comes up, you see these chaps that have been out there a lot longer than you, and they've got a bleak face, and you know that they've seen hell, and then it just hits you. For me, being a foster child, I was always very, very conscious that if anything should happen, I wanted it to be me. These chaps had wives, they had children, I had nothing. On the 20th of August 2009, when I was hit and 2 men killed, I remember the contact happening, and then it all just seems to go into a blur. So I've lost a couple of months of my life just being asleep, if you like, in the coma. I knew I was blind, but it took me ages to have the confidence, even in private, to touch my face. I am now no longer a soldier, and I am now this wounded personnel that's got a whole life that wasn't planned out, and it was quite scary. But somehow I overturned it, and I knew that this is my life now. I am blind, and that day just had my name on it, and I'm lucky to tell my tale. The George Medal was given to me for bravery and courage, but for me it actually represents the 2 men that fell that day in aid of their country, Sergeant Paul McAleese and Private Jonathan Young. Since I've overcome my injuries and learned to accept my injuries mentally rather than physically, I'm a much better man for it. I totally embrace life now, and the last 3 years have been very good to me.
Your Majesty, Your Royal Highnesses, ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Rifleman Paul Jacobs, accompanied by his former commanding officer, Brigadier Robert Thompson.
At this festival, we raise the torch of remembrance for our brothers and sisters who, mortally wounded, laid aside their dying flame to pass into the great unknown. It is a time to remember and a time to mourn as we stand here in recognition of their sacrifice and in support of today's veterans who survived war and conflict